Hello everyone, it's Terry and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing an orchid spotlight on a species within the group Dockrilla. Now, the idiot that I am used to call this group of orchids Dockrillas, but having done some research of late, I now know that they are Dockrillias. I have two here. I have one there. This is a Dockrilla, as is this one is a Dockrilla. So Dockrillias, the genus, was formed to accommodate the fleshy-leaved, wrinkly dendrobiums. Separated from the dendrobium section, I think it was section rhizomatis, but this year they were put back in dendrobium, but I like Dockrilla better. They were named at that time to commemorate the Australian orchidologist and author Alec Dockrilla. Dockrillias are from Australia. They are generally shade-loving plants, mostly geared towards intermediate and cool temperatures. They are very tough in the way their leaves are, in that they can withstand extreme conditions, although they prefer things on the cooler side. These plants are often known as tinsel orchids due to the shape of their pseudobulbs, and so thus they are best grown mounted, as they do become pendant, and they require a fair amount of humidity, 85% or 80% most of the year, although in the wintertime they get less humidity, it drops about 7 to 70%, and they still get water throughout the year fairly heavily, but less in the wintertime. There are some that like it drier, but most of them like it wet. They are from mossy forests and in shady conditions, so they like constant supply of water, good water, and they like shade and humidity, as I said. So these plants bloom in different ways, mostly from the base of the newly completed growth, and they produce non-resupinate flowers that are single in nature and are fragrant. And the one that I am talking about specifically, I will show you right now. Okay, folks, here we are, and this is Dockrilla pugioniformis. Now, this is a very unique orchid. This is also called the dagger-shaped Dockrilla, the dagger orchid. It is native to eastern Australia, and in its natural habitat they grow on trees and mossy rocks, ranging from the coastal lowlands to cascading gorges. And at lower altitudes they usually grow on cliffs, but at higher altitudes they grow on the upper outer branches of trees, and that is where they are most often found, in the mountain rainforests, where the conditions are shady, damp, and everything is covered with moss. It is a miniature-sized, hot to cool growing epiphyte, and the stems hang monopodally, and the stems hang in large masses carrying thick ovate leaves. This dagger-shaped Dockrilla blooms in the spring on a short single-flowered inflorescence. It is a fragrant non-resupinate flower, and it lasts about 3 weeks. And It's just not wanting to show you the flower. Well, maybe sometime. Actually, that's a good shot right there. There we go. Got it? So, Dockrilla needs a light level. They are often light, a shady light level, but they will bloom better at a higher light level. And in their environment, a strong air movement is very much desirable. They should be mounted on rootstocks or cork. However, mounting them requires high humidity and the plants must be consistently moist. They should be attached very closely, and if possible, it is possible to grow the plant species in hanging pots or baskets filled with any loose drying media. And repotting must only be carried out when the plant is actively growing. Now, as I said, the plants must be consistently moist, but not soaked. But for about 2 to 3 months in the winter, the conditions are slightly more dry, as I've already indicated. And at that time, their fertilizer switches, as I do, from the grow to bloom. And as I said, there's a period where they get less for 2 to 3 months. That's during the late winter. And then come spring, they will reward you with plentiful flowers. As long as you maintain high humidity is really the key. Moisture is an easy thing to provide, but I really love Dockrillas, and this one is no exception. Very unique in its own way. You can see where it gets its nickname as the dagger orchid. And, really, you can't complain about the flower. The fragrance is said to be vanilla. It just opened today, so I will let you know. But anyway, this is an orchid spotlight. I'm very proud here to present a group of orchids, genus of former dendrobiums, and all still classified now, but at one time were Dockrilla, and I will keep it Dockrilla. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe to my channel. And again, as always, enjoy your orchids.